Baby, I need a favor.
What's that?
Can I get $500?
Hell no, you can't get $500.
What you mean? I gave you $1,000 before I get 500?
Hell no.
What the?
You know money? Hold on, can you what?
I said, can I borrow $300? Why you say it like that? I ain't never helped you before. I done helped you plenty of times. I done gave you a couple thousand, matter of fact.
Yeah, don't got to do with the date. I can't give you no $1,000.
What's good? I need like $200.
$200?
Damn, why you say it like that? Didn't I help you before? Didn't I give you like...
I don't even have my phone charger. You cool?
So I was trying to see if I could borrow $400.
$400?
Yeah, you know, I helped you before, you know what I'm saying? I just need a little help right now, a little pick-me-up.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me call the Federal Reserve and see what they say.
Huh?
What's up?
I was trying to see if I could get like $500.
Okay, yeah. You want Zelle? Cash out, what do you use?
Wait, hold on, you really about to send it?
Yeah, of course.
Yo, that's crazy, yo. Like, I called all these other girls that I actually gave money to in the past, and they ain't have nothing for me. As soon as I call you for some money, now you got some money for me. I never gave you nothing, yo. Like, I really with you, man. Like, I really appreciate you, for real. I don't even need the money. Like, I just wanted to see if you was going to do it. I really with you, man. Like, this really proves my point, man. Y'all ain't.
And honestly, you know, Mata wouldn't be like, why am I not being asked out? It's because, honestly, men are having, with a lot of these young ladies, men are having to ask. Men are having to beg for the bare minimum. I'm having to beg for softness. I'm having to beg for, you just showing some type of interest. I'm having to beg for you to say that you even like me. I'm having to beg for you to say thank you, while you expecting me to buy you all of these gifts and wine you and dine you and all that stuff.
I genuinely think dating in the UK is completely broken, and before you say, oh, you just haven't met your person, that's exactly my point. People aren't dating anymore. I swear they just collect them. Like, you've got one guy on Hinge, you've got 3 on Snapchat, 2 you've got past experiences with. Like, you can have an amazing date, they'll be like, I can't wait to see you again, and then they'll give you horrendous replies for the next 48 hours. Like, they're speaking to 46 other people. And the worst part is, people act like caring is embarrassing now. You can't double text, you can't admit you like someone. It's like we're all CEOs, we've not all got board meetings at 9 PM. If I like someone, I like them. If I want to text them, I'll text them. Like, why are we acting so nonchalant, or whatever the word is? I'm genuinely convinced that dating apps have ruined it, because they just think if the moment something goes wrong, they're like straight back to the drawing board, like someone's going to be better one swipe away. And it's just created this illusion that there's always, like, the grass is greener on the other side, rather than just taking the time to do things normally. And then everyone wonders why they're single. Dating shouldn't feel like you're applying to a job and you're fighting against 20 other candidates. Anyway, I just think 2026 dating is just...
When we say that marriage is a product and tool of patriarchy, when we say that restrictions on women's bodily autonomy and healthcare, from abortions to birth control, is a product and tool of patriarchy, when we say that fear-mongering about the declining birth rate, the destruction of family unit, and women having careers is a product and tool of patriarchy, this is why.
Why did you say that the price of survival is the equality of women? Because if women have full ability to enter into all facets of the human condition, if they can enter business, if they can enter religion, science, government on an equal basis with men, they will be so busy that they won't feel as necessary to have a great many children. As long as you have women under conditions where they don't feel any sense of value, no self-worth, except as mothers, except as baby factories, they'll have a lot of children, because that's the only way they can prove they're worth something. In general, if you look through the world, the lower the status of women, the higher the birth rate. And the higher the birth rate, the lower the status of women. So that, if you could somehow raise the status of women, I am certain the birth rate will fall drastically through the choice of the women themselves.
They want to control us. They want our bodies to be baby incubators. They want us to be sex slaves and domestic servants. They do not want women to have autonomy. So when they speak of preserving marriage and the family unit, it isn't out of love. It's out of fear. They fear women's freedom because it is a threat to the system that gives them power.
And you also have to start asking the question, like, why is anybody shocked that the good men are going extinct? Like the good men are moving away. Like why is that something that you're like, oh man, you know, that they just up and disappeared? No, they didn't. I'm seeing you out here messing with other guys. I'm seeing you out here not being serious. I'm seeing you out here prioritizing chaos, drama, the quick buck, basically, the short-term play. I'm seeing you out here rewarding that versus somebody that's stable, makes good money, and has their stuff together, a long-term partner. You don't want that guy right now. You want that guy when you're 35 or 40.
So many of you got triggered by my video how masculine man supposed to give money to his wife. By the way, my friends, this video was for a man, not for you ladies. And those of you who were saying, ladies, don't settle for less, it's a biggest mistake. Ladies, you have to get, we attract in life what we deserve. If you're feminine, gentle, kind, and happy woman, you will attract this 5% of men who are providers and protectors. Otherwise, we get what we deserve. If you're go-getter, if you're masculine, if you're righteous, if you're feminist, you're not gonna attract a provider and protector. Chances of you finding this provider and protector man is close to nothing, because most of the time in life we want to find a Prince Charming, but Prince Charming doesn't exist. The only thing you can do, and that's where the all juice and power is by you transforming yourself. Once you transform yourself, again, the universe, God himself will help you and will send you this good man. Or again, like I say, most of the time, you don't need to break up, you don't need to go through divorce. Work with what you have. Because you've attracted a man who is feminine and not provider is because you're masculine. And if you're gonna start shifting on becoming more and more feminine, your husband or your boyfriend gonna start shifting and changing himself. Or your relationship will end and you'll go separate ways, and then you can attract someone else. Namaste, my friends.
You know, you have a lot of modern women continuing to ask, where are all the men at? How come these men are not at singles events? Well, if you were to go to an event just to get humiliated, would you go? If you were going to the event just to honestly and truly become content, would you go? The answer is probably going to be not. I'm not coming. I'm not going to pay to be humiliated. The drinks are not going to be that good. The food's not going to be that good. We're not going to be doing anything that I want to do. So I'm not going. And that's how a lot of men think. Even if the drinks are good, even if the food is good. Okay, this looks like a place I would go, but I'm not going on that night. I'll go the next night or the night before or some other time.
Relationship with 2 kids. See, I've been together since I was 16 years old. You know, I had 2 children as a teenager. And I can honestly say that as young adults raising 2 children, we did pretty okay. But about 6 years into the relationship, I began to feel stuck. While he was sticking to and accomplishing all of the goals that he had set for himself, I was feeling like my life was just becoming like a revolving door of mother and wife duties. And then the goals that I had for myself would come last. I would come up with all these plans on how we could, you know, relocate to California as a family. But he never spoke life into it. And when it all hit the fan, I walked away from everything. And you know what was the hardest? The judgment after leaving that relationship. An overflow of blessings and opportunities started to come my way.
But she basically walked away from her husband and her 2 kids. I'm with my husband. I'm telling him we should go to California. Baby, this man is the leader of the household. You follow him, he doesn't follow you. Women.
Exactly. They walk out and they wonder why bad things are happening and they can't find love. And a lot of these modern women, they say a lot of stuff that's demeaning. They talk about how men are shaming women, but a lot of these modern women out here shame men a lot. They say some off the wall stuff. They say some crazy stuff to disrespect a man. And when a man says, okay, that's how it is, You have to understand when you say stuff like that, when you do stuff like that, a man, you're going to call him cold. You're going to say that he's emotionally unavailable. But really, part of that, or maybe even a good portion of that, was you talking trash. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. Like Kevin Samuels always used to say. You two were worried about shaming him and insulting him. Now that man seemed cold and distant, and you're not looking at what you did that might have caused that.
I think you're just gonna curse. No. You're not letting me.
Hey.
Does height matter in a man, yes or no?
Yes.
Step on the scale.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I'm like 140.
Okay. 170?
No. I know I'm 140.
170 pounds?
Fuck up, bitch. You just literally fixed the fucking scale. Stop lying. I know my weight.
English?
Get the fuck out of here.
No, she needs to eat more chicken wing, bro. She need more.
You want a chicken wing? He got one.
Chicken wing for my vape?
Bull you what?
You trying to bully me for my vape?
Bull you for your vape?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I know I'm 140 pounds. What the fuck you talking to?
You're mad that you're overweight? I'm confused.
I'm mad because you nigga just literally fucking fixed the fucking scale trying to like bully me for my weight. Nigga, I know I'm like 140.
You said height matters in a man.
Yeah, and I'm 140 and I know it.
But you're not. You're 170.
You're trying to bully me, fuck off.
I'm not bullying you.
Dumbass bitch who's trying to bully me.
Who's the one cursing? How am I bullying you?
Shut the fuck up and fuck off.
Are you gonna let me speak? You're just gonna curse.
No.
You're not letting me speak.
No, you don't get to speak.
Okay, I don't get to speak. You're proving the stereotype right.
Fuck off. $4,000.
Me and you are done.
I don't care
This
if
is our last conversation.
Why are you
though.
flinching?
I'm scared. I'm scared.
You're such a liar.
I'm scared, I know. This is our last conversation together. I promise. God damn it, dude.
What's that shit that was that shit the other day? Understanding. Fuck up our fucking life.
Cuz of with Emily Rose. And how the hell did she catch you slipping like that? Come on now. Where your awareness? Yeah, brother. Leave that crazy.
What to do when he pulls away. Watch the whole video, save it, absorb it, watch it again, because this is what you needed to hear. He is not interested in you, okay? That's why he's pulling away. Or he has lost interest in you. I know that's hard to hear. I have to tell you that first because the hope and dream that it's not what you think it is and it's just some big misunderstanding is what's gonna make you make the wrong decisions. And I want to help you make the right decisions. He's not pulling away because he's not ready for a relationship right now and he's just overwhelmed with thought and emotion. He just doesn't like you that much. I'm gonna teach you how to flip the script, okay? And at the very least, even if you don't end up with him, at least you're not with someone who doesn't actually like you. If he pulls away or he's asking for space, right? You need to give him more space than he's even asked for. You need to pull away more than he could possibly ever pull. What do I mean by that? He's pulling away, right? If he's still interested in you, because he has an understanding that your anxiety is gonna make you so anxious that you come to him and start chasing after him. But if you interrupt your patterns, he's gonna go, whoa, 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 whoa. I only pulled away so that you could come to me. You're not coming to me. What's going on here? Whoa, like you're not sticking to the script here. You could come back. When he pulls away, you act as if you didn't even notice. You continue living your life and enjoying it to the fullest. You better be posting stories.
Please don't let these people fool you into thinking that you need to take punches and brawl just to be considered a good fighter. The goal is to be smart while fighting. It's okay, you got the skill, but you also want to have the battle like you also. A lot of these old dudes, they be trying to say, oh, Floyd Mayweather, Shakur Stevens, oh, they're runners. All they do is run and dance around the ring, bro. The goal is to not get hit at the end of the day. Who wants free CTE? Who wants free brain damage? Nobody wants that. And yeah, it's boxing at the end of the day, but who wants to freely get hit anywhere? And just because you can take it doesn't mean you have to. I mean, yeah, it's good entertainment, but your health is still important and you still want to go home to your family. Don't get me wrong, you may end up in some situations where you have to fight your way out, but you don't want that to be your main basis of fighting. But the main goal here is to fight smart and bring home the victory. But yeah.
So today we have Never Step In. A woman's actions will show you what she actually wants, what she wants to do. Not what you tell her to do, not what she thinks you want her to do. If you don't say anything and you let her act, that should dictate your actions. Now, example, a guy approaches your girl. Say you're out and a guy comes up to your girl, asks her for her phone number, whatever it may be. What you should not do is step in, hey bro, the fuck, that's my girl. What you should do is sit and watch. Instead of you stepping in, making a scene, whatever it may be, you gotta let her actions tell you how you should act. Because guess what? When your woman's out by herself, she's getting approached by guys. So if you can't trust your woman to handle these situations how she should, which should be respectful of you, then you shouldn't be fucking with her in the first place. So let her choices show you. Because if you see that guy approaches your girl and she handles it very respectfully, no, I have a boyfriend, and then comes back to you, great. Now if she continues the conversation, great. You know you shouldn't be with her, because you have to trust that there's gonna be guys coming up to your girl. That's just how it is. So if she's not able to handle that in a respectful way, doesn't lead this guy on to thinking he's got a shot with your girl, you shouldn't be with her anyway. So thanks for coming to my TED Talk today, and I'll see you at the same time again tomorrow.
The day you stop simping for these girls is the day you become a fucking man. They're playing you like a fiddle, man. How do you not see this? They're doing everything they want you to do for them, but are they doing anything for you? Are they giving you that same energy and effort? Why are you always going the extra mile? Why isn't she doing that for you? It's like a one-way street. This is a one-way relationship. Come on, man. Look yourself in the mirror and realize this shit ain't right. You deserve better, man. Find someone who fucks with you the way you fuck with her. You don't want to be chasing someone who's not chasing you. You both want to be chasing each other. That makes the great thing for a relationship, man.
The most expensive type of woman is the one who's not going to ask you for money. She's not going to ask you to pay her bills. She's not going to ask you to fund her lifestyle. She's not going to ask you to pay her rent. She's not going to ask you for her money, for her nails, for her hair, none of that. And that is because she can do all of those things on her own. Women nowadays are more financially independent than ever before throughout history. Women who operate like this, they're looking for things that cost a lot more than money. They're looking for loyalty. They're looking for respect. They're looking for open communication. They're looking for reciprocity. They're looking for a man to match her energy, to see her eye to eye, and to be on her level. To a woman like that, money comes and goes and it's whatever, because she already has it on her own. She ain't looking for that. She's looking for emotional stability. She's looking for loyalty, a masculine presence, and a man who's emotionally intelligent. She is not out here looking for a provider. You think she's looking for that. She's already her own provider and she's doing it well. So a woman like this is going to cost you a lot more than the woman who's asking you for money. She is looking for a man who matches her. Not her bank account, but her standards, her character, her vision, and her level of self-awareness.
If you are elite at something you do, let me say that one more time because I want this to really land. If you are elite at something you do, most of the people who do what you do are going to find a way to sabotage what you're doing and act like they don't know what you're talking about if you ever bring it to them. Good at music, making music. The people around you who make music who are not the real deal, they're going to become a problem for you. Know how to do hair. You one of the girls who know how to do the locks real good. But it's another girl who know how to do locks. But she ain't good. She's allowed in your presence. She's going to bring drama to you. Comedy. Rapping. Preaching. Preachers who can't preach worth a shit. Don't like the preachers who know how to move the crowd with the word. Wherever you at, if somebody does what you does, but they are mediocre and you are elite, they're going to cause static if they're allowed in your presence. Elite at what I do. And what am I supposed to be embarrassed to say it? I'm supposed to act like, we all doing this together. No, we not. Really good at that. That stand-up comedy shit, I'm good at it.
Oh, he's a creep. He's a weirdo. No, baby girl, he's ugly. That's the problem. He's just ugly. And I really need you ladies to start learning how to say that and stop putting that creepy and weird moniker on men who are undeserving. That man did not do or say anything to you. You did not get stalked. You did not get harassed. You got approached by a monstrosity and you got offended. That's what happened. You're mad that a guy who looks like an extra from the Thriller video thought it was a good idea to approach you. That man did not disrespect you in any way. He did not do anything remotely creepy. The problem is, he's built like a mistake. His face looks like unanswered prayers and his breath smelled like hyena. That's the problem. And I'm not saying that creepy or weird men don't exist, but every man is not creepy or weird. Some men are just ugly. And it's not their fault they're ugly. And he didn't even throw a tantrum when you rejected him. He walked away nicely. Don't go around making it seem like there's something wrong with that man when there's nothing wrong with him. He's just ugly and he liked you. That's it.
2, 1.
The girls out here saying that marriage is oppression, but let's be honest, a lot of y'all think that anything that doesn't revolve around you getting your way 24/7 is oppression. You want a man, but you don't want to consider him. You want commitment, but don't want to compromise. You want a partnership, but only if you're the dictator. Anything involving a man is wrong or toxic to y'all unless he's paying every bill, agreeing with every thought, or worshiping the ground you walk on. Like, be real. Most of y'all don't want equality or partnership. You want control. I mean, what else is it? Because the second somebody asks y'all to meet them halfway, all of a sudden it's oppression. It's misogyny. It's patriarchy. Stop using buzzwords to cover the fact that you allergic to accountability, teamwork, and growth. Marriage isn't oppression, but entitlement sure is.
Can I ask men a serious question? Why men scrolling past without giving me a chance?
And where's the men that don't cheat?
Guys, I have to speak my truth. I never want to live with a man.
Men love telling women, that's why you're single, that's why you don't have a man.
Do I want a man? Yes. Do I really want a man? No, not really.
Where are my good men? Where are the good men at?
I'm just trying to figure out, when did these so-called men...
I have a question. What happened to men like actually doing stuff for women?
Here's a quick reminder. Women are always looking for a good man until it requires them to be a better woman. And when I'm saying better woman, I'm talking about put some clothes on your back. Stop being so delusional. Be more realistic when it comes to your expectations. Control your emotions. Control your mouth. Stop controlling the man and stop making up scenarios in your head and then getting upset at that man. Give that man some space. Cooking and cleaning is next, and since you want that man to go out there, make that money so he can provide for you, you're going to have to emotionally support your man. And if you're not ready to do that, you're not able or ready to get a good man.
All my short fellas, I feel y'all. Look, sometimes you see women be like, oh, I only like 6 foot in the bub and stuff like that. If you actually go outside and apply yourself, you will find out that a lot of that is just internet propaganda. That's all I'm saying. So when you're complaining about, oh, you know, women don't like short dudes, and I'm a fellow short dude myself, and you're complaining to me like I'm gonna agree with you and be like, yeah, man, you know, I feel you. I don't feel you. I don't relate. I'm telling you, go outside. A lot of them are lying. I'm telling you.
The way that men treat women who are in their 40s as if somehow they're supposed to be like discarded by society is absolutely laughable. And I don't say all men.
What I find interesting about this, the same way a lot of y'all ladies in your 40s feel about men your age not prioritizing you when it comes to dating, is exactly how it was for those same men when they were in their early to mid 20s. When they were trying to date girls their age, y'all neglected them because they were too young, they were too immature, they didn't have enough experience, and they definitely didn't have enough money to date y'all. So what happened was, when girls were in their early to mid 20s, y'all were dating men in their 30s and their 40s. So those same men that y'all overlooked, they are now in their 40s and they worked on themselves. They're more mature, they have more experience, and they have more money. So they have more to offer. So now these men have options and they're deciding not to date you. Just like how when y'all were in y'all early 20s and you had options, you decided not to date men in your age range. I'm not saying whether it's right or it's wrong. I'm just showing y'all that the shit's coming full circle.
3 signs that person you talking to is a 304. If y'all don't know what 304 mean, y'all go to the comments. First thing, the majority of their friends are with the opposite sex. It just shows they need validation from the opposite sex. It shows that they need their attention. The second thing, if they always going out with their single friends to events such as parties, clubs, y'all know what them single friends are telling them, bro. They telling them, you single, you can do what you want. And you know what they doing. You know what they doing. Don't act like you don't know. Right? They out there doing their thing. So they gonna convince your person, your partner, the person you probably not even in a relationship. The person you talk to, they convincing them to do the same thing that they doing. What they say, birds of a feather, they flock together, right? If my want some bad, I probably do some bad with them. The third thing is they a social media fanatic. What I mean by that is every haircut they gotta drop hella pics. Every time she get her hair done, women do that anyways. I'm talking about hella pics, hella videos, every outfit, everything. Every time that they look good, they dress up for basically they dress up for social media. They dress up, don't even go nowhere. They just dressing up, take some pictures, take this off, get in the bed. They always want to look good for social media. Why? Because they want them options, bro. They want them options come in. They looking at them likes, bro. That's what it is. They want people to slide in their DMs. They for the streets. You know what I'm saying? That being said, for more of these tips, because I'm gonna keep it stacked with y'all niggas. If y'all need more of these tips, y'all hit that plus for more. Come on now, we on point.
We are in an era where ladies are deprioritizing families, marriage, even the concept of having children, but for different reasons. You know, it may really just be as simple as just a personal choice. It wasn't really as much about outside influence. They may have always felt that way. Some, it's almost like fighting against societal expectations. Some, it's like, hey, it's the new wave now to bash men and nuclear and tradition. For you, especially being the eldest daughter, where I'm sure that there was certain expectations that came with, you know, you eventually becoming a mom. Where are you in that spectrum when it came to the decision to not want to have kids?
It was a hard decision to make. I only made it last year. But I think I'd been...
Hold on. You say you just made it last year. Were you thinking about it for years prior to that?
Yeah, I think I was contending with it. And I think that I was gaslighting myself into believing I wanted kids. And I was creating all of these circumstances. It has to be the right man. And I need to be in the circumstance where I can have a cleaner, a cook, a driver. And, you know, I was creating all of that. But the reality is, as an eldest girl, I'm tired. I feel like an empty nester. I didn't have my childhood. I had to bring up my siblings.
She said men aren't manly anymore. And you know what's funny about that? Some men come out of the closet. He ain't manly no more, right? You know what else is crazy? They say men are not men anymore. And then the dudes out there go transition to a woman. But hey, because the doctor didn't say it's a girl, I'm not interested. Like, so even when you think you ain't a man no more, most of us believe you still are. If that was fucked up, I know. I'm not trying to be insulting to nobody. I'm just saying, right, what do they really mean when they say this? If your gender didn't change and you didn't come out as gay, right? Don't tell me they talking about like the patriarchy that they complain about, like misogyny and all that shit. The men are not like they used to be. When the further you go back, the worse men were. I thought they had a problem with toxic men. But now they got a problem because these new men are sassy. These new men are feminine. They don't like women. They want to be chased and they want flowers. Yeah, I think y'all are just ridiculous. That's all it is. Subscribe to my YouTube, Planet Reality.
Let's talk about the inconveniences of being with a masculine man if you're a woman possessed with the Jezebel spirit. First and foremost, a masculine man is not going to worship her. If she's used to admiration, if she's used to sexual leverage, she's used to being the center of attention, and she's used to praise, then she is going to struggle deeply with the masculine man. In fact, she may even resent him. A masculine man admires, but he does not idolize his woman. His mission, his calling, and his obedience to God comes first. And a woman possessed with the Jezebel spirit, she wants to come first. She will interpret his priorities as neglect in the relationship. And that's a very egotistical woman colliding with a man with order and structure. Second is, she will feel challenged because he can see through her. He can see that her tears are a form of manipulation. He can see when her silence is being used as a form of punishment. He sees when her seduction is used as a form of controlling him. He will refuse to participate in any games. And to a Jezebel-spirited woman, this will feel incredibly exposing and uncomfortable because that level of discernment feels invasive to the Jezebel-spirited woman. Third is a masculine man doesn't shrink to accommodate to insecurity. He will lead and wait for her maturity, or he will simply detach, especially when disrespect is consistent in the relationship. There is no third option. There is no in between. It's either one or the other, but he will never, ever, ever succumb and bow down to your chaos and dysfunction.
I want to say to everybody that's getting married or been in marriage, I don't think marriage is hard. I think that the people in the marriage make things hard. Yeah. I think circumstances make things hard. I feel like life makes things hard, but the marriage part is not hard. I do think that when you are married, it puts a mirror in front of your face and it shows you things that you don't like about yourself.
Well, when you're married, that person can point those things out.
Yeah.
And other people wouldn't. They kind of just let you, go about your day and not call you out on the bullshit.
Yeah.
When there's bullshit happening. Like, it's hard to hear, but it also makes me reflect and be like, dang, yeah, should have been more thoughtful in this situation, or shouldn't have got that excited in this situation. So it does change and help you to grow as a person. And that's what marriage is.
Modern women continue to ask, well, why is it that men are opting out of dating? Well, you try being drained of your money, your energy, your resources. Something always got to be expensive. You always got to take them to an expensive place. You try doing that type of stuff for multiple women and see if you like dating. You try paying $150 fee every single time you go out and see how old it's going to get fast. Even if a man has a date, one date a month, that's a $150 bill. That's a $150 bill. When the new game comes out, with $150, I could have bought that game and some of the DLC. I could have gone out with the boys, taken myself out. I could have put that money back towards a trip. I could have put that money in my investment account. There's so many things I could have done with that money besides spending on somebody that I know don't like me. That's how a lot of men are thinking now. It's not that you're a bad person. It's just that in a lot of these situations, I'm burning through my money and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.